What is up, everybody? This is Dueling King 1991 coming at you again with some more Destiny gameplay. This time we are doing strikes. This time I'm doing a Curse of Osiris strike with the Happy Dalek. I think this is on Lighthouse, and the mission is Tree of Probability. If you guys like this video and you want to see more, be sure to smash that thumbs up button and then subscribe to the channel and then turn on the notifications so that when I upload a video you'll know it first. This is a pretty standard strike, I think. I know Happy's already completed this. I'm still working on a lot of the Curse of Osiris stuff, so I'm a little bit more unfamiliar with this in particular. In this setup I'm using a auto rifle, a pulse rifle. I'm using an auto rifle for my kinetic, a pulse rifle for my energy, and then a fusion rifle for my power. As usual, I'm using a Titan as I absolutely carved through those Vex there. I love this auto rifle. I'm usually more of a scout rifle sort of player, but I'm really becoming more and more attached to the auto rifles in this game. As I again use it to just melt those Cabal. Have I mentioned, by the way, in case anybody hasn't noticed, that I absolutely despise the fucking Cabal? Like, of all the enemies in this game, for some reason the Cabal are just I just can't even explain those turtley bastards. But as you can see here, my pulse rifle loves the Cabal. Anyway, of course I'm using my Titan. That's always, that's a pretty standard setup right now for me. I've been using the Titan pretty much since Destiny 1. But yeah, I'm actually going to be posting a playthrough soon of a Hunter, and I was going to be posting most of that playthrough here on YouTube. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, be sure to comment below. And for sure, if I can reach, I'm going to say, if I can reach 20 views on this video, I'll begin setting up my playthrough for the Hunter, because that's actually been a class that I've always really wanted to try. I'll actually eventually, more than likely, end up posting playthroughs with a Warlock as well, so I'll just have all three of them completed. But always had kind of a attachment for the Titan. I'm telling you, this assault rifle right here, it is just, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty steady. It's, I have that sexy camo on it. But no, for sure. I'm still working on the Curse of Osiris DLC. Trying to get as many strikes done and get as many recordings as possible. And so it's kind of a work in progress with that. But to be completely honest with you, this DLC is probably, like, including the DLCs in Destiny 1, this is probably one of my more favored DLCs. I really enjoy the strikes that they brought out. I'm really liking the heroic strikes, because that kind of allows players to really see how good they can do, because it's really, to be honest with you, it's put such a extra burden on whoever's playing it that it's actually very challenging. So I really enjoy that. Not much about the new DLC I don't like. I'm also at some point going to be posting some PvP gameplay as well, so that's also kind of something to always keep an eye out for. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be able to get some of that. I want to try and catch some live recordings of myself instead of doing commentaries. This seems to be working pretty well right now. Doing commentaries here and then uploading commentaries later, or doing a gameplay and then commentating over it later. But I want to catch some live reactions to some gameplay, and I feel like PvP just brings out the best in everybody, so I might as well do that one. But what else do I got? I'm going to be posting PvP, my Hunter playthrough. I'm more than likely going to be posting the rest of my. I'm for sure going to be posting the rest of my Curse of Osiris gameplay. Honestly, after all that stuff is done, I'll probably start working on my Warlock. I've heard Happy's just finished leveling up his Warlock. I think that was his third and final. So I think he's done leveling up his Warlock, or he's very close to it. And so, yeah, he'll tell you for sure. I mean, he's been telling me that Warlocks have slowly moved their way up into the top spot of his classes in Destiny. And I mean, I've always felt that Titans were the master race, but I would. Those damn Cabal, I'm telling you, man. I don't know. Comment down below, who is your least favorite enemy in all of Destiny? I mean, to be honest with you, there are so many, but I just despise the Cabal so much. They're my least favorite. And they've always sort of been that. Anyone who's played with me on Destiny 2 or Destiny 1 will know that I do not enjoy the Cabal. I'm really enjoying this strike though, in particular though. Like, I gotta be honest with you, man. Like, the new Destiny 2 strikes, they're good. They're a good time. Like, I like the heroic strikes. I'm really enjoying a lot of the social events, the public events. Those are really a good time too. So, about halfway through with the video here. I'm not sure if I'll cut the commentary short. I've been doing that kind of a lot on a lot of my videos lately, and so I kind of want to try and get through a full commentary again. So maybe I'll just kind of talk a little bit about the gameplay here. Yeah, this assault rifle, I love it. It just melts. Look at this. I mean, the Cabal don't even know what the hell's happening to them. Just getting wrecked. I think Happy's using a scout rifle and an auto. Someone's just fucking, they're just demolishing there with their ult. I really enjoy the ults in this game too. Like, I really love the shield, and I think they had to call it Blade Dancer because I don't think they want to call him a Pole Dancer for I think it's the Warlock, but no, I really enjoy the ults in this game. I think, you know, it's funny that they sort of, you know, a lot of people are like talking about the fact that like there wasn't a lot of huge changes in the game, like not a lot of innovation or anything like that. I'm the type of person though who very much subscribes to the idea that less sometimes is more, and sometimes when you have a good formula, like in Destiny 1 they had a really good formula, and so sometimes not tinkering with what's working does better. In fact, actually, you know what? It's kind of a good thing I thought about this, because I'll use the last few moments of my video to talk about this. So, if I had one real complaint with Destiny 2 right now, and this would probably explain a lot of why I don't have a lot of PvP gameplay, in fact, any PvP gameplay on Destiny 2 right now, is because I don't like the playlist, how it's sort of random. Like, I like to be able to play specific modes, game modes in PvP, such as Destiny's equivalent of Domination, Destiny's equivalent of Team Deathmatch. I like to be able to find those specific game modes and play those, just because, you know, it's just sort of nice to be able to you know, not get a random experience, to be able to play the exact mode that you'd want to play. And that's the one change. I mean, there will be times when we'll be playing a game mode and I'll really be enjoying myself, and I'll want that game mode again, and we just won't get it because it's just not the next playlist or game on the playlist. So that's kind of annoying. That's my main complaint. Second complaint about Destiny is and again, you can comment below if you have anything you want to say, or if there's anything you want to add to this or anything like that. But I'm not really crazy about the... Right here, the fusion rifle saves my ass. I'm not really crazy about the shader situation, how your shaders are a one-time use thing, mainly because there are specific shaders that are so hard to acquire, and having to, instead of getting a shader once, you have to get it essentially, if you want it for every article of armor that you have to, I love this part so much. You think, oh no, geez, and then the real boss comes in. Look at this Cabal bastard. I swear, they are my least favorite. I just fusion rifle right out of the gate. Look at that, just tearing them up. We had a pretty good team this time. Where was I? Oh yeah, shaders. I don't like the one-time use shader thing. I think it's really silly. Granted, you know, you can acquire the shaders through just, you know, getting I think they're called the specific engrams that you get from the Eververse. The name of them are escaping me right now. It looks like I'm close to getting one actually right here. Almost get roasted there. So anyway, those are my two main complaints. It's just those two things. I don't like the shader situation, and I don't really like the lack of choice in PvP. Those are my two main complaints. But to be honest with you, if those are your only two main complaints, hey, it's better than complaining about the normal things that everyone complains about, like in a video game, as I completely get demolished there. At this point in the game, I'm just going to stop for a moment and tell you, at this point in the game, I don't know, I was shouting at my teammates, don't get me up, don't get me up. And of course, someone always tries to be the hero and just gets wrecked too. Yep, I just told him, I was like, don't get me up. Let me revive. I'll get myself up. But back to what I was talking about before. Main two complaints, man, are I want to be able to get my shader one time, and then that pretty much be it. And then I want to be able to pick what PvP matchup I'm in. If I'm in, you know, domination, I want to play domination. If I'm in team deathmatch, I want to, you know what I'm playing. I don't want it to just be a random experience, because that's one example of when a random experience is not what I want. So that being said, other than that, the game is so good. Like, I've played through it now. Once I complete Curse of Osiris, I'll have played through it completely with the Titan. And so that being said, I think I can give it a pretty fair rating. I think Destiny did really great. I think they did a great job. I think Bungie did a great job with this game. I think that this is, you know, I mean, when you're designing a game that's supposed to be one of the best games of the year, I think they just did it very well. Right here, I go ham. I say YOLO, as the children say these days. I empty out my clip and then I go full Captain America. This should be the end of the video, but yeah, see, I love the Titan. I don't know how I'm ever going to get used to doing anything other than just demolishing people with a shield. I think I get a legendary Engram here too.
It's always an honor, Guardian. Take care of him, Ghost.
Yo, I think this is the one I get a legendary Engram on. Oh, look at all that loot. I come over here. This is pretty funny. Yep, that's pretty much the video. But if you guys liked it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button and then subscribe and turn on the notifications. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.